Hi students, now that we have an understanding of how objects in a site interact and you have had some practice creating and editing parcels in a variety of ways. Now we will take a deeper look at how parcel must be constructed to achieve topology stability, predictable labeling and desired parcels intersections. So we will explore some best practices for parcel creations in Civil 3D. Forming parcel from segments. First we will now understand about segments. So earlier in this course we saw that parcels are created only when parcel segments form a closed area like property 1. Parcel must always close. Whether you draw AutoCAD lines and use the create parcel from object menu command or use the parcel segment creation tools, a parcel won't form until there is an enclosed polygon like this figure. So there are 4 parcel segments that don't close. Therefore, no parcel has been formed. There are times in surveying and engineering when parcels of land don't necessarily close when created from legal description. In this case, you must work with your surveyor to perform an adjustment or find some other solution to create a closed polygon. You also saw that even though parcel can't be erased, if you erase the appropriate parcel segment, the area contained within a parcel is assimilated into neighboring parcels. So remember that you can delete parcels if you move them to a new site and delete that site. So this is an easy way to delete those parcels that are not needed in the drawing. Now we will see parcels reacting to the site object. Parcel requires only one parcel segment to divide them from their neighbors like property 1 and property 2. This behavior eliminates the need for duplicate segment between parcels, and duplicate segment must be avoided. As you saw in the section on site interactions, parcels understand their relationship to one another. When you create a single parcel segment between two subdivision lots, you have the ability to move one line and affect two parcels like property 1 and property 2. We moved parcel segment from previous figure to this figure, and you can see parcel segment between them has been shifted to the little right. So note that both areas change in response. A mistake that many people new to Civil 3D make is to create parcel from closed polyline, which result in a duplicate segment between parcels like this figure. These two parcels may appear identical to the two shows in the previous example because they were both created from a closed polyline rectangle. However, the segment between them is actually two segments. You can notice that in this figure when the selection cycling control plus W is enabled. The duplicate segment becomes apparent when you attempt to edit the parcel segment. Moving one vertex from the common lot line, which you can see in this figure, reveals the second segment. Also note that a silver parcel is formed. Duplicate site geometry object and silver parcel make it difficult for Civil 3D to solve the site topology and can cause unexpected parcel behavior. So creating a subdivision plot of parcels this way almost guarantees that your labeling won't perform properly and could lead to inaccurate data. So it is the best practice to get data from land XML to create close boundary parcels. Parcel imported from land XML will automatically clean up duplicate lines to prevent some of the pitfalls mentioned in this section. However, through this import, the data for right-of-way lines might not fit the desired intent on using the tool, since they will be segmented at every place everywhere it interacts a property line. This makes labeling more difficult and may require additional edits to the data to fit your design intent. Parcel forms to fill the spaces contained by the original outer boundary. You should always begin a parcel subdivision project with an outer boundary of some sort, like this figure. You can then move road center line alignments to the side which divides the outer boundary parcel, like this figure. It's important to note that the boundary parcel no longer exists intact. As you subdivide this site, parcel 1 is continually relocated with every division. As ROW and subdivision lots are formed from parcel segments, more parcels are created. Every bit of spaces that was contained in the original outer boundary is accounted for in mesh of newly formed parcels, like this figure. From now on, we will consider right-of-way, wetlands, parkland, and open spaces areas as parcels. Even if you did not before, you can make custom labels styles to annotate these parcels however you like, including a no-show or none area label. So this is how we plan to subdivide our parcels into little more parcels and open spaces. Please stay with us for more technical videos related to civil.